Live streaming. Live streaming. I'm looking to see if my door is open. Painting a table. I think the door you see over there. Okay, I like this camera. It seems to, like, I can see that I'm pointing that way with the left arm. That's my, what I call the door from the south. South of the border. Why do we have a south of the border? Well, we don't have it. But when you go down to North Carolina, is it North Carolina or is it South Carolina? But it's South Carolina, south of the border. South of the border, and they bring up, what do you call it? Is it Mexican? Is it Spaniards? What's that? What is it? Oh, they're from Mexico. They're from Colombia. Like we're from Canada, but I'm from Quebec, so I don't have the same accent. And I don't want to offend anybody. Offend. I don't want to offend anybody. Offend. Put anybody off. Offend. Oh, hey, little cutie kitty. How you doing, cutie kitty? You want to see mine? You want to see mine? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Oh, so cute. You should see the kitty. Anyways, yeah, there was another word. In Hebrew, they have a month called Tishrei. But in the French English version of Tishrei, it says shit king. If you want to watch my ass, you'll be secure. I didn't say wash. And then we can go on to, what are you, ass king? Oh, you're the ass king. Who's the ass king? Who was the ass king? What program? We just know Seinfeld and Kramer and Jerry and George and Elaine, right? Did we say most of the characters besides the soup Nazi? Everything is telling a story, bits and pieces that we pick up. So let's not. So the two words that I wanted to say, that I mentioned was ass king and shit king. They really exist. AS. In S, okay, it's a combination. Okay, and that's why the S sort of looks like it's an unfinished yin and yang, but it doesn't matter, because if you keep turning the S, and each of the oppositions of the yin and the yang are in their position, and you keep turning it, you're just going to be moving the poles. Just keep moving the poles. So I'm just thinking. So yes. So I'm gonna have to point the paper down. No, point the camera down. Not sure where I am. Nobody's here right now. You know what? Nobody's here at all. You know what? Can we do this? Maybe you can fast forward it when you show up. I'm only going to start in 2 minutes. I'm going to get something in the kitchen. So tell everybody around you I'm really not here. I was talking to this cute kitty before. We started with I don't want to offend you or off-end you. Off-end you. I can be sitting like this and just my words may off-end you, put you on end. Are you ass king, or are you the month of the new year for the Hebrew, which is the shit king, because it is Tishrei backwards. Ray being actually queen. I am starved and everything's frozen. Don't look at me. I'm gonna have to make a shake. You're all gonna have to wait for me. I have to make a shake. I have to make a shake, so everybody wait for me. Go do something for 5 minutes. My leg hurts. My leg hurts. Put that in the fridge. My freezer semi-defrosted yesterday. You have to always pay attention, you know, even if you're in your house, you don't go near your fridge, you don't go near your freezer. just got to always make sure they're functioning. You know, it's like you got to make sure you don't throw things on the floor. I just painted this table. Can you see me over here? I don't see me. Hold on a second. Where's the camera? Okay, now I do. Some reason for the black. It really looks really cool from the distance that I am from the camera. Okay, so I put that in and open up the closet and get some cocoa out and put it in the blender, some of the cocoa. And, oh, lemon wrap. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Pour it in this glass here. I didn't put any sugar in it. No fruits. Probably should have. It's my protein shake. And it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You know what? The good thing about this is when you look at it, it looks nice. Looks like chocolate milk. Looks like a latte. It could be hot, but it actually tastes like the sand on the beach. But it's got a nice lemongrass cocoa powder taste. Like little grains or beads that if you give it enough liquid, it'll wash right through your intestines without even you knowing it. What? Okay. What would I like to talk about? I spoke about the what is the difference between, hold on a second. What is the difference between 2 and 3? What is the actual difference? Okay, even though you see 1 over here, and even though you see 2 over here, sometimes I'm not sure how to say it, but you walk into a store, you see a cash register. Cash register's not for sale, but the owner bought it. The cash register's not for sale. How did the owner buy it? Huh? Follow what I'm saying? So these two are telling you, let's say one is the moving element, the builder, and it builds what from in number 2. Now, when you have it here, okay, what it is 1 has constructed 2. 1 has constructed 2 and remain. So if I took this 3 and this 2 and crisscrossed them, it would look like this 5. But is this 5 actually a combination of this 4 with that 1? Because the reverse side of these two, 1 is a 6 and 1 is a 3. And no other dice can do what this 6 and 1 can do, that when you look right through it, you see 7 different positions. On every other one, you will only see 5. So I built a little scaling. Usually when it shows 2 people, there's at least me and somebody else. So the scaling I built is right here. See, the letter A is right over here. But that's only the skull. So in the years that if you know the tools and you're in construction, you'll know what to do with what this A is. Now the question is it actually what you see as A, or is A a combination? And the reason I say it's a combination is because it turns a corner. See that? It turned the corner. Although you see it this way, if everything was that way, that would look more like an L, more than an L, than it would that if I have a crossing over here, that it should look like an A. And then if you give it depth, it can actually look like one side of a passageway. It's standing, depends on which way you want to turn the camera. Don't forget, there's some things you can't do with your hand. Here's my hand open. I can't turn my hand anymore. Force your pinky up or try and force your thumb down. But this way it turns and it turns and it turns and it turns. And then when you put your pinky up, what's happening is the muscle behind your arm is now stretching out and you're getting a full stretch into that arm. So there's stories being told, and all it is movement. So with this A over here, what I'm going to reconstruct, okay, is I'm also going to show you this. And the reason I show you this, I don't really have to show you it this way, but I'm going to, because when I install it, I think that's the way I should have did it. I didn't do it the correct way, and I don't have the erase again, so I'm gonna just put you down for a second and look for that stuff. I love it. I reset my den, and I just like the way it looks. I am looking for the I am looking. Isn't that funny? You need them everywhere. We need more lights. I want more lights. Sometimes I do want lights, and sometimes I don't want lights. But you're down here, so you can't see anything in that. Can't see nothing. Can't see absolutely nothing. So let me fix the camera. Okay, Walt Disney World. Look at you, eh? Must be General Electric. It's white. This is black and white, you know. I don't know how come there's color. I'm telling you, I'm from the 40s. There was no color back then, but we can still show you, right? I mean, if there was no color, there was no color. When did color TV come out? Wow, nobody's here. Nobody's watching me. I'm no fun. I'm no fun. Okay, you want to get serious? Let's get serious. This is my domain. So let's get back to what the design I was on, all right? And the design I was on, now that I got this, to remove it. I think I should put a sticker on my door and write in session. It's actually, this is the actual shape of it, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's the ace. I mean, I can just go this way, right? Just go straight across, but there's dimension. How can I figure this out? You know, there's a dimension to this whole thing. It's a slot like a disc. It's a compact disc. It's a SUB or USB before anybody was ever born. So this is the ace, and what I wanted to say about the ace is it supports its center spot. How can I even correct this? It holds on to its center spot. Okay, as above as below. So when I create the ace, I now have to create a crown on top of it, because see, if it's above as below, then this figure is not completely on the ground, nor as to the center of where this figure is. It is also, okay, 1 square I'm going to do. I should have did 2 squares. And then I'm just going to go 1, 2 squares, and I'd have to go up here anyways. I think I have to go up here. 1, 2, or should I have done 1 up to here? And then I could have went this way. I'm just trying to think. Anyways, I'm gonna go up to here. So the ceiling is over here. The object is over here. It is not touching the ground. It is not below the ground or in the water. And it is not touching the ceiling, but it is hanging or hovering. If you can understand what I'm talking about, this image right here, the ace. There has to be an area space, just like if I say Earth, you're not going to say Mars is next door, we can walk there. No, there's an empty space in between, an ocean of air, a void. So we have this hovering in the center, below and above. And this center line that runs through the ace is the center of the center. It shows you that the center is here, above and below. But if it's below, it's not all the way below. And if it's above, it's not all the way above. And that is your difference. So there's got to be some kind of eye that we can run right through this. We run that right through there. And we now can create the letter, if you want, the letter I. Artificial intelligence, A and I, eh? A-E, hey, A-E-I-O-U. Why do I owe you? Because U is the 21st letter. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3, equals 2, equals 5, Who is 21? He, she, 21 is 11. Is 21. 11 is 21. I'm going to explain to you why. Where's my dice cube? The reason why 11 is 21, because we add up everything. 1, we add up 2, we add up 3. This corner, 1, 2, 3, ABC, equals to 6, plus the 4 equals to 10, equals to 1. We start it over again once we get the 4. So if we start over again once we get the 4, where is 5? Well, we can see right over here. In between 4 and 6 is 5. We see it over here. The next number we add up is 5 and 6 equals to 11. So we have 10 and we have 11. Who is 21? 21 is 11. This is this was also going to be a measurement of 21, 3 by 7, 3 weeks, 7 days. You can measure it as 3 parts of 28, 21 of 28, which is 3 times 7 and 4 times 7. It is DC. It's all about DC. It's all about DC. 1 and 3 is 13. And I'm not sure if they're looking at it this way, 13. I'm not sure which way to do it. Always with the 1 in the center, the flip side. When this flips upside down, it looks like this. Anyways, I don't want to get into that right now. So this is part of your 21 right here. And this is the student. And Jesus is the same number. The birth is the same number. DNA will create the same number. Why do I say that? Your birth creates the same number, and you're rerouted to Highway 80. Why do I say that? Would you like to know? Nobody's here. The 11 is the reverse of 66 on a dice cube. When I talked about the ace being with number 3, or the ace alone, right? The ace alone will hold 4. The ace alone will hold 4 to create 5. The 2 and the 1 will come together to create 3. So the 1 has made 2 positions, one with the 4 and one with the 2. So no matter what you do, all you need to talk about is 2, 4, 2, 4. That's it. Once you talk about 2, 4, we already know the rest of the dice. The reverse of 2, 4 is 5, 3. The creation from 2, 4, from 4, 5. Wow. I'm so sorry about that. I'm getting into too much. I'm holding this camera up. It's a very, very complicated, but just to know that the ace comes in, okay, supporting already a half world here. Already supporting a half world. The other way the ace comes in, you followed? You want me to redo this design? I'm going to redo this design if I can. And you see the Y that comes in between over here? That's the upside. Oh, that's the upside down ace. That's right. That's the upside down ace right over here. Okay, let me restart this again. Let me see it. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go 2 up, You go 2 up. You're going to go 2, 2. And then we are going to have to suspend them, right? We have to suspend them in the air. So we're going to go all the way down, down, down over here. And the first level of suspension is right over here. And this is an obligation. And where is the obligation? Well, this line will come all the way down and meet this line over here. So I'm obligated to put my low zone over here. And on the high side, everybody's going to meet over here. When you run this line this way and this line this way, this will meet over here. So my next zone is going to be over here. So here is my medium zone. This is where the ace starts to create the boat, the 10-cent piece on the boat that we see, something to do with the Hebrew religion, some sort of design. We now have the eye that has come over here, and we have a half a tunnel sideways sliced off going through the tunnel that gets the design from this. So that's your ace, and it supports two sides. Supports two sides right over here. Now my question is it inside the house, or when I crowned it before? You remember I crowned it? Now I would want to put one upside down or overlap or in between. So how would I put my next ace? When I put my next ace this way, was that the right way to do it? That's 9 spaces. See, I did it by 3. I should have did it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have did it by 2. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, and then 1, 2. See, there's still space at the top. And I'm still going to get the space at the bottom because now, okay, I am going to have to do this to it. See, that looks, that's the bottom. And I think, let me see what it was. I had to do this and this and this. There it is. There it is. And this design, I mean, it almost looks like he's looking out the corner of his eyes. Right? He's looking out the corner of his eyes. This obligation is ace over ace, and I'm not sure. Let me see something. Just taking a look at something myself. Two runways. It's like two runways right through his mind, like a flat paper rod or a pyramid that becomes on top of his head. There's an ace in one, is the V in the other because they crisscross. I'm just asking myself this question right now from this little creepy design. Ace over ace, and when you see it, there's an X over here. There's an X over here. There's an X over here, and there's an X over here. But in this one, okay, there's only 4. Here, we have a crossing through the X. We have a 6 here, and we have a 6 here in this pyramid right over here. We have a split. We have the I, the T. The T is showing the split in the pyramid. Is it showing at 1.5 walls lined up with Mars? I don't know. No one's watching, no fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here and make it a story. And I just want to talk about this division, how to divide something. And should we start at 20? Should we start at 15? At what number should we start dividing at? two sides. In football, it's one thing. In hockey, it's another. In football, you know exactly where everybody is. But I'm going to let it go. No one's watching. So I'm going to come back another time. Much appreciated. Thank you. Bye-bye. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Where's the bull and the bear? Wow, it's dark in here tonight. Oh, there they are. Right there. Right? See that? I don't know, but you can't make it out. That design right there, okay, where the blue is, and then there's a head, looks like a bear's head. And then on this side, well, it's a bull and a bear, and the bull is all in black. And then there's oil. I think it's here, oil pissing out of the cross. And then in between the two, I'm not sure if you can see it, the long legs over here, and there's a bluebird chirping over here, and that's the auto traders. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, and have a good night. Just want to see if I can get, okay, it's over there. Okay, I got it. It's over there. That's in front of me. Let me shut off this light. Let me see what's in front of me. Okay. Oh, I like that wall over there. I just did that yesterday. I love that wall. Lighting is terrible. Just terrible. Just terrible.